substitutes then for this week, Steve? Who's in and who's out from last week?
There's probably too many out to talk about.
Yeah. Fresh out then?
No, we had Tex. He's going to be out with his shoulder. Lloyd Piers has done a bit of training, and Nicky Smith is back in contention. So we'll hopefully have 2 boys potentially available for us come the weekend.
How long is Llandarcy out for?
Doesn't look great at the minute, but we've got to get him scanned and to see how long he will be. So it's another second row down.
It's a bit of a nightmare area, isn't it?
Yeah, I think it's pretty much a nightmare season for injuries. Not only the second row, we've had a moment in the back row, centres. We've taken a bit of a hammering, and then Hassler, Eli. We haven't seen Bish. Becky has gone under the knife again. So yeah, we're pretty thin as it is at the minute, and like it's well documented about props, but it's good to see Beb's playing sort of 60-65 minutes on the weekend, and having Nicky Smith back in training is always great, and to get someone like Lloyd Piers back, even though he's early into it, it's something that's great to get these boys back in and around our environment.
Looking at those loose head props, and Nicky Smith really got injured just as he's making a real breakthrough, wasn't he?
Yeah, I think it was. I thought he was doing fantastic for us, and I know we talk about Nicky Smith and Bevington a lot, but Duncan's been here, and having Mark Thomas, the experiences he's had, he's really benefited from, and I think our squad depth and around it is going to improve over the seasons, and some young boys getting a lot of experience. Garth Thomas the same, but yeah, Nicky him and Dan Baker and Hassler, I thought, were 3 major factors in our start of the season, and then a lot. Well, Hassler's been missing since the autumn. We lost Baker for 12 weeks, and Nicky Smith as well, and Jarvie has been in and out. So yeah, it has been a frustrating time through injuries, but it's something that is someone else's opportunity, and I think a lot of the boys have put their hands up.
Word about the 2 guys who are reaching 100 appearances this weekend, Ryan Bevington and Justin Tipperick.
Yeah, look, it's great. I was talking to Peterborough this morning. I think it's great for them to reach 100 appearances. It's a massive achievement, something they're both really proud of. And Bev's, it's been a long time coming for him, over 12 months, and then Tips is just a phenomenal rugby player, and I think he's growing off the field for us as well, and to have him here another 3 years on top of it, it was surprising how many appearances he will knock up over the next 3 seasons.
You're obviously here to promote the region's interests, but you could have 3 guys of different ages in the Wales squad in maybe a year's time. Nicky Smith, youngster, Ryan Bevington, middle of his career, Paul James, senior guy.
Yeah, I think it's something. It's well documented how youthful our team is and our squad is, and just to add that little bit of experience from Paul James would be good for them to learn from him as well, because he has got some serious experiences. He's gone away, he's tried something different as well up in Bath. He's got a lot of international honours, so, and I know in Paul pretty well he's going to pass on that. So it's something that those boys have been lucky in around the experiences, and someone like Duncan, who's played over 200 games, to learn off people like that is just as big as playing experiences.
Sam Davis, how's his concussion coming along?
Yeah, he's pretty good in fairness to him. He was in Sunday starting the concussion thing, so yeah, he's running around today, so we see him, he'll be partaking in the game on Saturday. Yeah,
he was injured in a collision with Ben Teo, the Leinster centre, who was wearing a fairly substantial arm cast. Any reservations about that?
Look, it's for other people to decide what's in that cast. Is something that, like Sam's worn one, and we're pretty disappointed with it, and it's for the other people to sort of decide what happens in around what he's wearing and what happens to Ben Teo.
Sam Warburton also got injured, also in a fen from Teo, I think, last month. Do you think there ought to be sort of stricter regulations about what you can and can't wear, even if it's for your...
Yeah, I think it's just got to be what it is. We've got to find out what it is and make sure someone else doesn't sort of feel the full effect of something. That it may be nothing, it may be just padding, so it's something that I can't sort of speculate on what is underneath his arm guard or whatever, but it's something I think will be looked at.
Was it something you raised with the referee or that?
Yeah, it's just, look, I've spoken to the referee, John Lacey, about a couple of things in and around the game, not that particular incident, so it's something that we just keep on going.
Yeah. I'm not asking you any comment, but there's got to be something in the IRB regulations.
Right,
Move on then.
let's talk about the performance then.
Lovely. That's a bit better.
What about the performance against Leinster? Were you satisfied or not?
I think there's a real disappointment. I felt for the boys. I thought we deserved a little bit more from the game, and to obviously draw the game is still a reasonable result for us, but we were looking for the win. I thought there was some positive performances individually. I thought defensively we looked pretty solid. Didn't take a couple of opportunities, which is probably the theme of the month so far up in Edinburgh. I think probably we did get what we deserved, which was nothing out of the game, but I thought it was improvements up in Glasgow. I thought we were a little bit unlucky, or could have got a little bit more up there, and then I thought over this period our performances have improved, and we were bitterly disappointed we didn't get the win on Friday night.
But 5th place now, just slipping a little bit. A really important game against another top 4 side.
Yeah, we know it's a huge game, as was last week. This period, it is tough on us, and like I know we spoke about a lot of the injuries and things and squad depth, but it's something that we're pretty pleased with some of the performances, how they've gained momentum, and we need to sort of top this period off with a victory against Munster.
How confident are you of being in those playoffs as things stand?
I think if we get what we want on Friday, I think we're in control. Whereas if we don't get what we need, then I think we're chasing a little bit, and we'll be relying on probably winning our back end 5 games and picking up a couple of bonus points. Whereas I think if we beat Munster, I think we'll be thereabouts.
Steve, if Sam Lewis is ruled out, who would play at 10?
Probably Matt Avisi.
Is it?
Yeah.
And you're got complete confidence in him. He's an international player, I guess, isn't he?
Yeah, Josh has been great. Look, he's a great signing for us. He's confident. His communication's excellent, and he'll take the line for us. And you see when he went there on the weekend, I think he was a little bit wide on 1 or 2 things, but he understands how we want to play, and he's a talented footballer, so it wouldn't be any issue playing Matt Avisi at 10.
With Sam Lewis leaving, how disappointed were you?
It is what it is. It's sport, and it's something I'm pretty happy with the squad we've got. Sam has moved on, and we'll move on as a team quite quickly.
Why is he actually left, Steve?
Look, there's a couple of contractual things which I can't really speak about, and like.
Was that the number of games he was expecting this season, and when he was in his contract?
I can't really get into the detail around it, but it's something that I'm happy with the squad we got left. We've got here, and we will move on quite quickly.
With your signings for next season, have you completed that?
No, we're always looking, Mark, and in around the constraints and around finances around us, and I think it's like well documented. We've said a couple of times we're probably 34th, 35th out of 38 teams in around of salaries, but we're always trying to work on 1 or 2 things to bring in. It would be nice to bring a couple in. Lloyd's in the background there, he's a recruitment manager, so he'd be hard at work. So it's something we're always looking to see what's out there for us.
Does your budget extend to someone like Jamie Roberts?
Probably not. No, it's something, look, that'd be speculation, and we've got a couple of things we're looking at, but not the minute we're looking at Jamie, no.
Steve, how frustrating has it been results in recent months?
Frustrating,
You had a lot of narrow defeats in recent months.
Yeah,
Frustrating has it been for you?
it is frustrating in some aspects, but it's like we said at the start of the year, we knew there's going to be some frustrating times bringing a youthful team through, and through these periods we do get hit hard with international call-ups, and then the guys we brought in to take us through this period with a little bit more experience, like De Kock, like Lloyd Piers has been missing, Hassler, these guys are a big miss for us. But it's not to say the boys that have come in have done badly, because they wear the shirt and they do it really proud, but we knew there's some tight moments, and I think you look at the Edinburgh game, there's a couple of gilt-edged chances in the first half we haven't taken. We needed to be a little bit more ruthless, and then Glasgow, see the game out and conceding a soft try, and then the weekend there's moments in the opening stages where we should probably go 7-0 up and around it and start building the scoreboard quite quickly. But I think that's with youth. You've got to learn through some indifferent experiences, but it's something that probably Edinburgh is the real one that was the ultimate disappointment for us as a group, and I think that was where we did have a couple of chances, but we let ourselves down as a group, and I think that was the real disappointment. But then Glasgow taking the group up there, the way they fought in around the game, and even on the weekend you look at Leinster's backline and some of the individuals they got, I think we're pretty proud of how we're going along, and we're pretty comfortable with our squad going forward and the development of our youth.
Obviously, expectations soared at the start of the season among your supporters. Off to a great start. I think you've only won 5 of your last 18 in all competition. You actually, is your start of the season been so good? Does it actually work against you in a sense? Do your supporters now expecting so much with the squad you are at the start of the season?
I don't know. I think if we didn't have the start we wouldn't be still in around the top 4. So, like, at the end of the day, is expectation whenever you wear an Osprey shirt or whenever you represent it. And look, the LV games we see as a real development tool for us. I know those are included in those games. There's some narrow defeats in around Northampton, and I think the positive side of it is we're in and around it, even with all the injuries within. Yeah, it is frustrating, and we want to, at the end of the day, we set our own targets. We know what we want to do, and it is frustrating. We haven't got a couple more victories in around it. I think probably we did deserve a few more, but you've got to wear those narrow losses. We got to learn from them, and hopefully the experiences we gained over the last 6 games, we'll be able to benefit us going forward.
How much do you feel about yourself, then?
Myself?
Yeah. Do you or not?
No, I don't think so. I think we've set out what we wanted to be. We've got a lot of youth that we want to bring through, and I think we are performing in certain aspects. We can see improvements in our performance, and to answer your question, I don't feel pressure. I think we're exciting where we go in with some of the youth we've got coming through, but ultimately we would like to win a few more games.
Steve, do you feel you need another target?
Yeah, we're always looking, and it's like Javi missing a bit and asking a lot. The Dimitri Dansuta still coming through, but we're always looking to strengthen certain areas. Like we've got a whole host of loose ends and something we are looking at.
If Sam Warburton is ruled out, have you got confidence in Justin coming in and doing a job against Ireland?
Yeah, definitely. There's no doubt.
Top player.
No doubt. Yeah.